Hey there, this is Katherine. Boo! Just stopping by to share this adorable kit from Diamond Press, their Halloween Slimline card kit. And how cute is this box? It has the big boo on the inside when you open it. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing showing you the contents that are in here. As of this airing, there are still sets available. This came from HSN from Diamond Press, so if you're interested, you can pick one up. But you get all these envelopes, and then after I show you the unboxing, I'm going to make several cards, and then I'm going to make a treat box as well. So that's kind of fun. Okay, it's got 24 card bases in here, and they're 3 of each design. Super cute designs, lots of fun. Mostly not too scary, although a couple of them could be a little bit scary, but really just more friendly, I think. And they're really nice weight, card weight, the bases. I'm very impressed with the quality. So they will hold up well for anything that you want to do with them. You also get 24 clothespins, and then there are these shaker stickers, which are fun. Spooky, trick or treat, boo, and happy Halloween. And it's fun because they have the adhesive on the back, and then they're kind of a raised sticker, and they're just fun because they shake too. So they look like they will be a lot of fun on a card for the recipient. There is also a set of rhinestones. You get 80 rhinestones. You can see some of these are quite large, down to some smaller ones, the different colors that work with the tone. And then there is also this paper, twine, and raffia. You get a good amount of that. And then I'm going to open up the die cut pieces and show you what all was included in this kit. So a lot of fun stuff. There's some houses. There are a few word dies that say eek. And I love that you can put that on a card. That's so cute. I see eek all the time. And some crows, lots of pumpkins. And I love that they had these pumpkins that are gray. That's kind of fun and a little bit different, a little bit spooky with that. There's some bats, different colored pumpkins again. I like the little yellow circles. To me, they kind of remind me of a moon. There's some witches, and I love the size of them. And then there's also some little sentiments like Hegel, and there are some ghosts that are so cute. They are adorable. There's some more little sentiments, trick or treat yourself, October 31. I love that October 31. Besides the pumpkins, I think that's my favorite thing in the kit, and I wish there was a stamp for it. It looks so awesome, or a die. It's really fun. That was one of my favorite things when I unboxed. There are also these little half webs, spider webs. I guess you could line them up side by side on a bigger card and create a full-size web, or you can just have half the web. And then there are also a few letters, boo, so you have enough to spell boo with that. And you'll just need to punch out a little bit of the inside. There are a few banners as well, Happy Halloween, Fright Night, and that same October 31st, 31 with the purple in it. And I just love those houses too. I'm going to make a treat box with them. But I'm going to punch out, to show you, you do have to weed out the spider web. It's so pretty though, and it's very easy. I think it literally took about 45 seconds. I kind of looked at the clock to see, because sometimes people don't enjoy doing stuff when they get that in a kit. But honestly, I think this is the only thing besides the word eek that you had to kind of punch out a little bit, and it doesn't take a long time, and it's very fun. So, so that's what it looks like when you have it all punched out. So I'm going to push this stuff aside, and I'm going to sort it a little bit. And I'm going to come back and we're going to start making some cards. I love that they give you the full color instructions. So I'm just going to make these 3 cards that are on that sheet, on the inspiration sheet. It gives you a good kind of jumping off point. So I'm going to get started with this first one. I'm going to tie a little ribbon. There was a little bow on there, and I'm using that paper, not the paper, but the raffia, I guess is what you'd call it. So the raffia is not quite like ribbon. It's not smooth. It has a little bit of a texture to it. So I'm just getting that tied up, and then I'm going to start assembling this card. The first step is to glue down this cute spider web, the one I punched out earlier. And I love that it's kind of the half web. So it looks like you can spin it in a corner or something like that. You could also cut it apart and make it a little bit smaller for the corner. So very cute. So I'm going to add this yellow circle and add a clothespin, but I quickly realized that I need to have a foam piece behind it because the clothespin is three-dimensional and that circle is not going to stay glued down, so I just pop it up with a little bit of foam to fix that issue. And then I'm going to add these cute spiders. They're adorable. I didn't do it on this card, but in a couple of the others, I took some shimmer pen that I have, and I added a little bit of shimmer to make them sparkle and shine. You could add maybe some glitter glue or something to add a little interest to your spiders, but I just am gluing them directly onto this card base. I've got to poke out the little bits of the ink, and then I'm going to glue that down with my liquid glue. And like I say, I've obviously misplaced my pokey tool, and so I'm having to use the top from my glue, the little pin that I use to keep it from sticking up, closing up. So I just use that to poke those little bits out of my ink. And I love that onto the, I love the way that looks on that yellow circle. I'm going to add a piece of foam on the end where it's going to hang off so it doesn't get smushed. And I'll add liquid glue to the part that is going to be on that yellow circle. So I'm just adding a little bit there to make sure everything will be secure. I'm going to add the ribbon in just a minute, the bow, I guess I should say. And I'm going to add some of these pretty, pretty gems. I love this color palette, especially the purple. That's my favorite for sure. So I'm just going to add those, and then I've got to go find a little glue dot for that. And that card is done. But I'm going to add, before I finish, you could put some string on there for the spider web, but I just decided to use my Sharpie marker and just tie that off. And that's it on that one. Now I'm moving on to the Boo card. I have added some foam to the back of the word Boo, and I'm going to place some of my ghost on this one. So cute. And then I will add that on there, and I'm going to stick the one ghost in the middle, and then the one will go on the far right side. And again, I'm just following what was in this inspiration picture that they send in the handout. So I am going to add a few gems to it. In the picture, you could tie the string on there, but I decided to use some of these gems. So I'm just going to layer those on there onto the side. And I'm going to realize that I don't have enough of the colors that I wanted, because I'd already used, I think, the orange up. So I'm just going to switch it up and change my pattern and make that center Boo a little bit different. And then I can complete adding the 3 to each one. And that is going to be it on this card. So cute. Okay, on this next one, I've got this gorgeous stripe base. I'm going to tie some of this raffia, this orange raffia on there, and tie that off, knot it off, and then tie my bow. And I will run it underneath to keep those 2 pieces of string kind of where I want them to. You could glue it down too if you wanted, but I kind of, in the picture, they have it sort of spaced out like this, so I wanted to keep my space. So I'm just going to tie that off to keep it in place where I want it to stay. So cute. I love these card bases. I wish they would make them where you could just get those. They're so cute. You could use them for a lot of different things. Some of these patterns especially, not just for Halloween. Okay, so I'm going to add pumpkins on this one. And first I'm going to add my Trick or Treat shaker sticker. And I'm just going to place that where it needs to go. And I'm going to put my pumpkin down. I want it to be just a little bit underneath it. And then I will repeat the process with my other 2 pumpkins. And I love the face on the gray pumpkin. He's just so cute and cheerful. And that's it. A lot of shaking going on that one. Quick. Okay, so this is the treat box I promised in the beginning of the video. I am pulling another die from another company, Stamps of Life. This is the box it die. If you have seen some of my older videos, I have used the box it die many, many times to create treat boxes. And when I saw this house, I thought it might be big enough to do that. So what I did is I cut a piece of this box it die from some craft colored paper, and you'll see that it folds up. And then if your die cut image is big enough, you can glue it on there and you can create a treat box. Now I am going to trim down the ends by one piece so I can make it a little bit smaller. Normally when I make a treat box like this, I have mirror images, but since these are printed, they're going to be opposite. So that's not a problem, it just normally they're the same. So I probably could have made it taller, but I didn't want the edge to stick up too far, so that's why I trimmed it down. You're going to let that dry really well. I like to use liquid glue for this application. It seems to hold these boxes together really well. I have a couple of boxes that I've kept that I made over the years for a video, and they are still together. So that liquid glue really holds things together like this. But you do need to let it dry. So I'm going to come back with the other side and glue it down, kind of stand it up and make sure that we're somewhat even. These would be really cute to make for Halloween and put treats. And if you have a large enough die cut like this, you can absolutely do it. But I just felt like using this die cut tonight, and I thought it would be a lot of fun. So then I'm going to take my house and decorate it up a little bit more. I'm going to add a yellow circle and a witch on top. And then I will finish it off with a couple more little pieces from the die cuts, including this Happy Halloween banner. And then I'm definitely going to add one more little ghost. So cute. So I will use this for a little treat for my daughter. I'll probably put a little bit of candy in there and maybe a little gift card. It will hold a gift card, I think, this size of it. But I'll link to that box it die in the description. If you have any folded dies from Stamps of Life, they work great with that die. Okay. So that is it. I have made several cards off camera. I'm just quickly laying these down so you can see. I made probably 4 or 5 more additional cards from the 3 that I made. And then that box it treat box, of course, too. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure and subscribe and like and share. And I'll look forward to chatting with you soon. Have a great day.